Over.
In the building, man. Y'all get y'all Black Man United apparel, man. You heard?
Absolutely.
Real Atlanta in the building, man. That was that Fix Panamera, man. Waking up my people, man. Trackflix.com, Film Atlanta, man. Salute. Y'all already know Fix Panamera, he doing big things, man, in Africa and all that, man. He's doing big things for the city, for his people too, as well, man.
Yeah, boy Feed.
Yeah, he doing his thing for the city as well, too.
But I just want to say, I hope Fig, he getting better. You know, he was in a little situation, man. I hope he healing up from that.
Yeah, he out back working, making movies and all that. So that ain't stopped nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, it's God's plan. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop God's plan, and that's why Black Man United is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Tell the people what y'all got going on out here in the streets, man. Cause y'all got a real powerful movement going on out here.
Talk to me, Chris.
Okay, we got a lot of things going out here in the community, but what we got coming up now, we're doing back to school for these kids. So we're gonna do a big thing in probably the Annabelle area where we always does it, and we're gonna and we're gonna just give back to the community that we always do.
Okay. I want to start from how y'all came about with the BMU, how it came about. Like who was that person who sat down and said, you know what, it's time for us to make some change.
Well, what this is Shannon Hudson, I'm a managing member of BMU, and it always came about how with just the injustice that was going on amongst young Black men, nationally. It just kind of affected us emotionally. We in Atlanta, we in the Black Mecca. We just wanted to put something together to show the youth that you don't have to be out here doing negative things, carrying that negative stereotype. We want to show them something positive and also teach them. So when they are out here, in the community, they're able to, just be, good citizens, upright citizens, and people can kind of view them differently or view them in a different light, because right now with our younger generation, we just got a negative, it's just a negative, like perception of them. And then, the police treat them as such, So anything that we do, is they think we're some animals or we're automatically criminals. So, we just want to create something that, that was positive in the community, give back to the community, so that's how BMU started.
Now, do y'all feel like y'all getting a lot of support behind it?
Absolutely, yeah. With the different programs and the different events that we partake in, we get people all the time coming up to us, want to learn more, want to know how they can be a part of it, how they can contribute, how they can donate. So yeah.
Now, would you say y'all getting any negative feedback from everybody got something to say, everybody a critic? Is there any negative people coming at y'all negatively? Like you got the Black Lives Matter, you got all this other stuff. So is there any negativity that's coming at y'all?
Well. Me personally, I haven't experienced any negativity.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Okay.
Now there are other organizations that are out here doing things. We just, we just trying to do our part.
It's all about unifying. So
right. It's also about unifying as well.
Yeah, that was the main thing about BMU. I wanted to unify us. Unify us Black men. I really got it when it came to me when the guy Dylan Roof had killed the people in the church in South Carolina. So I was just really fed up. So I was like, I came to my brother. I was like, man, we got to do something. You know what I'm saying? So I reached out to some more positive cats. And, let's unify each other first. You know what I'm saying? Then we can try to save the world. But I know we can't save the world, but we can try to save the ones around us.
Yeah, one person at a time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, so you reached out. Everybody came together. Everybody formed a team. Everybody was on the same page of what they really wanted from the outlook.
Oh yeah, because we had a lot of different things we was going on. We met and discussed different things. So we try to go one area, start at one area and just try to go from there.
Okay. So now, do y'all travel? Y'all travel to different locations and speak to people?
We haven't done that so much so far, but we have been to DC. Like went to the Million Man March in DC. We had a great response there because it was only a few of us there, but it seemed like it was a million of us there. You know what I'm saying?
Anytime y'all do want to throw an event, man, y'all need a DJ, man. Y'all got a DJ Motor Mob too.
Absolutely.
I support my Black people as well. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, most definitely, bro. You can come out when we do the back to school because we're gonna do the back to school. I guess probably a day or so before they go back to school. I don't have an official date yet.
Say less.
We're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be in the area. We're gonna make it happen like as usual.
Okay.
And we typically in the Adamsville area, that's like our home front. And then from Adamsville, we're going to eventually branch out, you know, to other metro Atlanta areas of Atlanta. And then also our long-term goal is to get different chapters on a national scale in major cities. Yeah. So
now, so y'all got a lot of celebrities backing y'all as well. Mm-hmm. So that's a good move. Are they out here marketing and help it? Like, how's the marketing for this?
Well, I mean, just with them alone, you know, with a celebrity or something, just alone with the shirt, you know, it's helped a lot. But for one, I mean, the logo and the name is remarkable. Anytime somebody see it, they automatically gravitate to it. Like, wow, you know, hey, what can I get one of those shirts? Or what is the organization about? So, you know, of course, you know, the celebrity endorsement, shall I say, have helped, but nevertheless, you know, the Genius with Chris and everybody putting together the logo and the marketing and stuff like that, it just kind of set itself out there alone for anybody to want to gravitate to it, you know, initially.
Yeah, I say anybody who's with positivity in the city, they with it. I see you got Killer Mike, you know what I'm saying? He had a shirt on,
Shout out to Killer Mike.
CeeLo Green, David Banner, you know what I'm saying? Them like the big guys too, really gonna speak for the city. Really
Jermaine Dupri has on BET.
Yeah, Jermaine Dupri too. Shout out to Jermaine Dupri. He always holding it down, especially for the youth.
Josh Smith, NBA vet.
A lot of them. You keep going on. You keep going on. A lot of them.
Right. So we've been appreciative of it, definitely.
Okay. So with the event that you guys are doing for the kids, for the back to school, are y'all just giving out like book bags and?
We're giving out book bags that's gonna be filled with school supplies, and sometimes, and most of the time, we try to give out some clothing also. Nothing major, but maybe some T-shirts, some boxes, some Under Armour. Yeah, you know what you really need. That's our basic thing. Yeah.
And we also do haircut. You know, we give.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forgot about Nuradio.
And also for the young females, you know, we get their hair braided.
So the people where y'all got that going on.
Okay, I know we're gonna be at with the females. We're gonna be at Beauty Law Suites around the corner from here. You know what I'm saying? Her name is Nuradio. She does it last year. She want to do it this year. She talked to me last week. She's like, she want to be a part of it. So she does like maybe 20 girls' hair. Probably just a good press and wash, you know, something simple, but good. We know.
I know Princess Britta Brill, she might want to go pull.
I mean, that's just good for the kids because everybody can't afford to get their hair did, and then going to school and you don't want to get picked on because you couldn't get your hair did. Yeah. So it's good that not only the boys get haircuts, but the females get their hair did too.
Yeah, we gotta look out for you. I know when I was growing up too, we had the older generation. They weren't letting us out there in them streets. You know what I'm saying? They were like, yo, y'all gonna go to school, play some sports. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna respect y'all parents. Right. It's like nowadays, this new generation that's coming up, they not respecting their elders. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the gap is at.
Yeah, we was talking about, me and the cat was talking about that earlier. Like the same thing. It's crazy. You was the third person who have said the same exact words today. Like, you know, we don't respect the elders. We don't just respect the game, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're growing up, you don't respect, like, if the older cat there, you're not going to curse in front of them, you're not going to do that. They don't care what they do. Like, I mean, like I was telling her, like, I didn't even drink in front of my parents. I was older, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm just respecting them because they didn't drink and what they was about, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about respect. It take you a long way.
But do you think it's because most kids nowadays aren't raised the way we was raised of saying yes ma'am, no sir, and stuff like that? Like, now when you say ma'am to somebody, they be like, don't say ma'am to me. I'm not that old.
You're not that old,
From my experience and what I've been seeing, it just, you know, the parents nowadays, they just have this young spirit, you know, and it's a gift and it's a curse, you know. Yeah, we are young in spirit, you know, and I'm talking about people who are born in like the late 70s or whatnot, who have these teenagers, 16, 17, 18 years old. And, you know, from me speaking to the police officers of the juvenile system, what they're saying is it's the parents. You know, we can rehabilitate a child, you know, we can, you know, teach them all these different things, but as soon as we let go of them and they go back into the household, here they are, they going into the household with an abusive father or maybe an abusive mother, you know, so we gotta, you know, kind of instill programs for the parents as well. And see, that's why Black Men United was one, you know, that's one of the cores, because we trying to unite the men. We gotta let these men know, look, we gotta start back being fathers to our community, even though this may not be your biological child. You still have to, you know, be a father figure to this young man or this young lady. So yeah.
And sometimes I feel like sometimes I don't be trying to bash the music, but sometimes it's just, it can't be the music because we into the same music that our kids is listening to. When we was growing up, our mothers and fathers were listening to the OJs, Temptations, and all that.
Right.
And we came up in that hip hop era. We really wasn't liking what they was doing. But now that we older, we respect it, and they really weren't respecting what we was doing.
Right.
So now it's like our kids like, oh, we listen to the same thing our parents listen to. They want everything we want. You know
But see, the thing about it, what we can't forget about is the conscience. Like, we can't lose our conscience. You know what I'm saying? Even though our kids are exposed to all these different things, they still need to understand that, listen, you can't say that or you can't do that.
True,
you know, and they have to abide by that, you know, and we have to stand firm on that.
And that's the thing, is standing firm on that, because you got parents who want to be their kids' friends.
Exactly.
And who want to be looking like the cool parent. Oh, you see her dropping it? Look at my daughter.
Yeah.
Like, that's not cool. I got pregnant at 15, had my baby at 16. When he was first growing up, I was one of them young parents like, okay.
Right.
Then when I see him starting to act out and throwing up West Side signs and stuff, I realized by the time he was 2, like, okay, let me get this in order now. and now I carry myself differently around them, so that way they don't see that side of mama, so they don't feel like that's cool. But I also enlighten them about everything that's going on as well.
Got to. Because I wouldn't want my child to go out in the streets and be swimmed in from somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
From another child
Right.
who don't really know what's going on. I'd rather give my child the game at home.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
he know when he go out there, he's not blinded.
Right.
One big thing.
We got a phone call, y'all. Go ahead.
One thing we always talk about in terms of we had no shortage of people knowing what the issues are. We said the kids are disrespectful, the kids don't have home training, things of that nature. That's one of the beautiful parts about this organization. We come up with solutions. We don't just sit and talk about, you know, hey, the kids doing this, the kids doing that. If you know better, you don't sit there and just talk about the kids. I mean, that's one of the biggest problems we got now. Men, adults, period, just saying, oh, the kids are lost, the kids are this. If you know that kid needs help, stop.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been coaching youth football for 16 years now, volunteering my time. All of us be giving back. But like I say again, you know, when you see the little boys on the corner get out the exit selling water, I give them $20. Cause I know they used to be me.
Yeah.
I worked all the fast foods up and down Bankhead growing up and stuff like that, so I know how it is. And you want to help that kid, because I'd rather them out there selling water for $1 or $2 and breaking my car.
Yeah.
You know.
And I just seen that online, like everybody was putting no memes up saying, you see a kid out there selling water, go buy it, because they could be selling drugs.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Support the kids, y'all. Any kid that's out there with water on the corner, man, buy a bottle or 2, buy 3 bottles. Support the kids. Buy a case.
For real though. For real though. That goes a long way. That goes a long way. So what else y'all got that y'all really want to get out here and discuss to the people, man? Because you know it's so much going on. You got police brutality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it seems like that's not getting no better either. It's only getting worse. They just acquitted one of the police officers.
Orlando Castillo, they just acquitted the guy who killed him. So you know, it's just hard to be a black person in this United States.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. That's
But
crazy.
so what's y'all take on?
My thing is, you know, my cry is that, you know, with all these different organizations, because you got several organizations out here, what we need to do is that we need to have a meetings of the mind. We need to have all these different organizations in a big room, you know, and we need to have a town hall meeting.
And not just for show.
And not just for show, you know. And one thing about it, you know, you got your organization, you got your core values, your missions and things of that nature. That's cool. You can keep your autonomy. You know, what we need to do is work together. You know, I can be BMU can be manpower to your situation, to your program. You can come out and support us. You know, but we just need to work together. You got each organization here and there, but we need all to be like on one unified front.
And how do you think that can happen? How do you think that people can go about putting this in place so that way everybody can unify?
Number one is, you know, you got to know that where the organizations are out there. We have to market. And once we find out all the organizations that's out there, we got to sit down with the heads. Who's the head? Who started this organization? Like my brother Chris, you know, he's the head of BMU. Whatever other organization that's out there, you know, we need to sit down with the heads, and we need to come up with some type of, you know, plan of action on a unified front, you know, without having to, you know, and setting our egos to the side, you know, because, you know, it's some people, they have different views, they have different religious views. It's about none of that. We don't care about what your religion views are. We don't care about none of that. We just need to sit down and we need to empower our community. We need to figure this thing out.
Yeah. To add to Shannon's point is that's one when you just said about egos. one thing about us, we don't see eye to eye on everything, but we have one common goal. And as a man, you got to be able to agree to disagree.
That's right.
And that's one of the biggest problems we have in the black community. If you don't agree with me, you're stupid. We can't get a lot of stuff done. At the end of the day, we got to calm the goal. Put egos to the side, put other agendas to the side, and let's take care of those goals. If we can do that, and nobody care about who's getting any kind of glory or acknowledgement for it, we can get a lot of stuff accomplished.
But do you think that's more so with the men than with the females? As far as
it's both.
You think it's both?
It's both because females got their egos also. They want to be the divas. They want to be this and that. We don't have to do that. But the man's supposed to be the head of the head. I think first. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no woman chauvinist or whatever. But the man should be the head. You know what I'm saying? Then the women they're gonna follow.
But I'm speaking on as far as the egos. Like women can hang together. But you don't see a lot of men, not unless we all on the same stuff. You don't see a lot of men like trying to take in another man.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if I must say so, that's part of the reason why we had to make the call it Black Men United, because they're not. You're right. I mean, a lot of women are more unified than men are. And so that's what the push is all about, getting men on one accord to come together to see that, hey, like Shannon said, we can have our differences, brother. You can have that religion, I can have this religion. We can still come together and reach a common goal. So, I mean, that signifies what BMU is all about, trying to unify the men in the community because it's needed.
Yeah, it really is needed, especially because sometimes I feel like they try to put the black women against the black men where we really need to work together. You know what I'm saying? Like, family is strong when the black men and the black women work together. But, you know what I'm saying? If you divide it, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be as strong. And the white, and not just down white man, but the other people, they know that. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be a divide.
Because everybody else, their culture, they stick together. I mean, they started that back in when they came out with the welfare and when they tried to separate the men, break our family up, they had the women, the man couldn't stay in the household with the woman because, they wasn't married or whatever. You have kids or whatever, you get a man, they give you welfare, they put the man out, So they started that now. They started trying to break us up from the get-go.
And then, the women, they feeling themselves, more power to the black women, but there's more black women in the corporate world than black men.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where the divide and the conquer coming in that, because it's like the whole time back in the days, women was never able to vote. Right. You know what I'm saying? They never had rights, and now that they have their rights, it's like they're trying to separate them from the black man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And at the same time, they feminizing the black man too, from the shows that they put on TV and the music that they play sometimes, and
the clothes they design.
Yeah, the clothes. You know what I'm saying? You got little boys buying man purses.
Man, look.
You know what I'm saying?
I just seen the Amigos. I'm looking at them on a birthday bag. This man got on some tights. One of them, I don't know his name, but
that's how they dress.
Man, you got like 10 million followers, 20 million followers, and you wearing tights.
Yeah.
And our kids,
and they gonna have these other dudes out here wearing tights because they wearing tights.
Though.
Real man, tights.
These ain't pants. These leggings.
You might sound kind of a little staticky.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Might be going dead or something. I don't know. We having deep conversations.
Oh yeah,
people might be listening.
Hey, you ain't lied. I heard the buzz and I had to stop talking.
They're trying to figure out, see what's really going on.
But what we got to do as a whole, as a race, we just got to understand, men, women, regardless of your individual success, we are broken people, And once we understand that we are broken, and we need each other to rehabilitate.
True.
Then I think that step will, what I'm saying. I think we'll be one step closer to what the end result should be, and that's an empowered nation.
True. Y'all go get y'all Black Men United apparel too, man.
Yeah,
tell people where they can go get that at.
It's www.bmuapparel.com. Percentage of the proceeds goes to fund the programs that we have instilled in our community. We are a self-funded program. We're not 501c3. We don't have any type of donation from any type of white organizations. We all self-funded. Support BMU by going out and for the summer we got the tank tops, we got t-shirts, V-neck shirts, we got We got the snapbacks. You know, man, we got a lot of good things.
Oh,
and
y'all
more
coming out with all the
women.
summer
We
wear.
also have Black Women United as well.
That's what I'm waiting on.
Yeah,
That's what I was waiting for.
Look, man, the women like Black men. What's up with the women?
You know, I want to wear the shirt, but I just like, okay, I'm a female and I got the Black Men United. I need the women in there.
We got plenty of women that wear it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I got your shirt. I didn't finish truck. I got you.
Okay.
We got y'all more gear coming in.
So y'all make sure y'all support your people, man. Support y'all go buy all that Fendi and Gucci and Louis, and they don't support you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna cut you a check. You know what I'm saying? None of that. They don't support their own people. You know what I'm saying? So. Well, they support their people, but they not supporting.
Cash mob us, man. Cash mob us.
Y'all donate $1 to newradio1045@gmail.com, man. Newradio1045@gmail.com, man. It's for a good cause, man. Keep us going on up here, cause we break records. We trying to get the artists up out of there too from the streets.
Now I know when stuff happened with Mike Brown, I had to deal with a lot at work. At work, everybody was talking about it, and then you have white people saying, "Oh, he ain't have good parents."
Right.
Cause he was out. Like, what's your parents have to do with you walking down the street?
Right.
Like, so that's how people portray it. Like, people in the hood don't have good parents.
Right. True.
So how do you get around for that at work? Having to deal with those type of people, and they make you want to get irate and show them the ignorant side of you that can come out.
Yeah.
So how do you tell people to deal with stuff like that?
Don't let them bait you. You know what I mean? You know, it's out there. You just gotta ignore it. You just gotta let it blow over. You know, honestly.
Check you off the streets.
But educate us. You educate them too, though. You know what I'm saying? You get educated. You get educated about your race and all the positive things that's going on in the community and nationally. And you let them know this is what we about. This is what we got going on. Y'all need to, pay a little bit more attention to that. It's just like today on my Facebook page. A lot of people didn't know what today was. They don't know that today is our Independence Day. This is the day that slavery was ended for us as a people. 4th of July, 1776. Our people were still slaves.
And I'm glad I have you here because I did not know nothing about that until I followed your page. So I learned something new. Today you taught me something new. I learned something new today.
But you have the it was a Caucasian guy came on my Facebook post and was like, well, I bet you still go to work and you take off and you get paid with pay on 4th of July, right? And I'm telling the brother, for one, I'm self-employed. I work for myself. I'm not, no slave to no clock, but for two, you need to get out my post with all that because you don't know what you're talking about. This is for my people, so you have your day. Continue on with your day. Let us, do.
Oh, so you kill them with kindness?
Yeah, you got to kill them with kindness.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you can't be going debating with these people back and forth. Because it just then that next thing you have these people watching you, blocking your page, and all they'll knock you out when you really trying to show up.
They not tougher than us. We already know if it go there, we can take it there. Yeah, they're not tougher than us. So what they're doing is baiting us, so they can go ahead and put us in a cage. They want to put them. I
tell my young brothers all the time, I like Jay-Z, and one of the little lines that he put out is, a wise man told me don't argue with fools, because people from a distance can't tell who is who. So, how do I look arguing with you? Somebody standing afar, they don't know who the fool, they don't know who's in right or wrong.
Yeah.
You put yourself in some different situations. So
speaking about Hov, I heard you out here bailing people out too. You know what I'm saying? He's doing big things out there, man. Shout out to him.
I want to know how many got out.
Advice, I talk to you off air about something you can do.
Cause see, I'm too real. My mouth be too slick for certain stuff. Like I can't take it. And then I also get that portrayal of okay, you not black because I'm light skinned.
Right.
So it be certain stuff like they feel like they can say in front of me because they feel like oh she ain't black. I can put on a corporate look, that corporate talk, and they be like oh she not black. So then they say stuff that they wouldn't say around darker black people. They say certain stuff in front of me and it's like okay I can't just sit here and bite my tongue.
Right.
But they know they need you, but they'll never give you your just due though. You know what I'm saying? Until we build our own.
Right. And you let them know you don't care if you got 1% of melanin in you black. Any drop of melanin in you black.
Tiger Woods got into something, and when he got down went to jail, it was black on the
he getting that OJ effect.
Yeah. They killing him right now.
You can't never let nobody pull your strings, and that's what they try to do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
the thing,
They
right.
try to throw out them little trigger words and try to just get get an arousal out of you and things like that.
Yep.
But
because they know, they know what makes you hot. They know they say word.
That hurts us in the court system too, because if you're not educated in the court system, a lot of black men go to court, you know what I'm saying, and the judge hit them with this and that, and they don't really know how to speak them terms, that terminology that they use, and they're gonna lose the case.
So listen, I'm glad you said that, because with what we got going on with BMU, each month we put together programs, to empower our community, and one of the programs is something on teaching, individuals about their constitutional rights, things of that nature.
Oh,
like,
yes.
We teaching on that. We teaching on father rights. It's a lot of men out here who are, single, for whatever reason they have issues with their, child's mother or whatnot. We want to have professionals to come in that their expertise is that type of situation, to come and talk to our people. We doing some financial things. We want all our people to get insured. We need for everybody to have life insurance. That's like one of the big things that we're pushing. Just several different things. We're adopting the school. The West End Academy over on Bankhead.
Okay.
It was in the West End. That's a school that we're looking to adopt. It's an alternative school. We want to go in and we're going to mentor in with the youth there.
Oh yeah.
So we have several different things that we have coming down the pipeline. So
well, really talking to the men and talking to people, period, about their rights and stuff.
Right.
That's very important, because there's so many people out here that just take a charge, just say, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna take this that y'all giving me right here, because they don't know no better.
Right. And it's just all about verbiage. If you say the right thing to the individual and they know that you know what you're talking about, they gonna act accordingly. They gonna okay, you know something. So we got to get our people equipped with this knowledge.
And now, where can people go to follow, to keep up with everything that y'all got going on?
Okay, now right now our website is under construction, because we have a lot of new things that's coming down the pipeline. But you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Our Facebook page is Black Men United _BMU.
No, Facebook is Black Men United LLC.
Okay, Black Men United LLC. I do apologize. The Instagram is Black Men United _BMU. We have a Twitter page. We have also the BMU Apparel Instagram. But if you get onto our website at BMU Apparel and you subscribe to the newsletter, we're gonna keep everyone updated on what they have what we have going on in the community, so y'all be informed and y'all be able to come out and participate. And then also with BMU, we got a discount code for all our new customers. The discount code is BMU20. You enter that code at checkout and you'll get 20% off of your entire order. So BMU20 is the discount code.
Okay. So we giving back to the community. We looking out for the children. We looking out for the adults. Okay. So what is it that the community can do to help you guys out? Like, what can we do to make sure, other than donation, other than wearing shirts, what else can we do as people to help build BMU?
You can empower yourself. One of the biggest things, and I tell these gentlemen all the time, the easiest thing in the world for us to do is just get school supplies and donate them. We get some turkeys at Thanksgiving and donate them to everybody. But the biggest thing, you can empower yourself. Go to your library. You got Google University, you got YouTube University. You find anything out. You don't have to go to a college or university. I'm degreed out. I'm a very educated person, but I can tell you, you can learn a whole lot of stuff on your own for free.
True.
And that's one of the biggest things, like Shannon just said, with the legal system. The time you spend doing things that's not necessarily going to enrich you, you can spend that time going online, finding about the legal system. All that stuff is right there at your accessible to you for free. So that's one of the biggest things we need people to do. So if we can get people on board or learn as much as you can as possible, what's going on in your community. Let's not be so reactive. We got a lot of stuff going on right there in that west side of that Bankhead corridor. Everybody's going up and on. Property value going up. Stuff that's happened that was planned 3 or 4 years ago. And now it's still coming to fruition and everybody's going crazy. Be active. Don't go meet your politicians for then. Do all this stuff on the front end. And it's one of the biggest problems we got. We're a real reactive community instead of being proactive. So empower yourself. What's going on? What's happened? You got a beautiful, rich history you can learn about. All the stuff that's going on in present. Learn about the political system. Don't just be so. Learn all the powerful stuff that you have that's accessible to you, instead of just like, I can't do it. I ain't got time for it and stuff like that. That's one of the biggest things. If we really spend a lot of time learning, get knowledgeable about a lot of stuff, we'll be a whole lot further along than we are.
And now, so with that, let's say with everything that go on in the community with the police shooting our black men and stuff, and everybody go out and react, how would y'all say people need to start handling those types of situations instead of going on the streets and you backing up traffic, you doing all of this stuff, and it's not really benefiting us? Because now they looking at us, and now you got riots, now you got people out here acting ignorant when it's supposed to be behind the cause, trying to get the word out, not actually trying to destroy stuff.
Yeah, when that happened here, when everybody was going around was marching and stuff, BMU had a rally. We had a rally. We was talking about solutions. We trying to get solutions. We had people come around, let's talk solutions. We had a great little crowd too. We wasn't marching and we wasn't holding no traffic up, because I don't feel like marching gonna help anything.
Really not.
No, it's not.
You seen that from Martin Luther King and Malcolm X days.
But one thing I can say though, when they was marching, they was unified.
They were.
And that's the difference.
I do got to say that. I do got to say that. When they back then, when they was doing it, you know what I'm saying?
But then when we unify, you got the wrong groups of people coming in there too. You got people that are coming into
you got to look out for the spies who infiltrate.
The moles.
You got the moles. You got the moles. You know what I'm saying?
Haters, man.
You know what I'm saying? They'll come.
Man, we done had a situation where we had people coming to our meetings, man, and they was trying to tear down more than building or something. I'm like, well, the solutions that, like, you steady coming in when you want to critique everything that's going on, but what are you providing? Where's your value? Mm-hmm. And I don't get it. But to go back on what we need to do from my personal experience, with any type of program, to sustain itself, we need funds. What we're gonna have to do as a people is understand that it has to come from us. We can't go out and look at outside sources to give us money, any type of reparations or anything like that. It has to come with us. We all earn money. If we can set aside $1, $2, $3, whatever the case may be, whatever we come up with, we're gonna have to do something, on the financial side. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna help fund what we got going on, so we can sustain it and we can keep it going. Because if we go out one time, we a unified front, it's the follow up that matters. We have to follow up. We have to be consistent. Yeah. And in doing that, just from my experience, we got to be sitting on some type of financial.
Yeah, and if we get funded by somebody else, they're going to try to control it.
So Atlanta, one of the places where we have our own black banks open too.
Right.
So you can open up your own bank account in a black-owned bank. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all trying to stay in
it? That's who we bank with.
So y'all trying to stay independent, so that way no one else try to take over.
That's one of our biggest things we did. That was one of the parts of the solution when we did at the rally. We was like, okay, let's go start a bank account in a black bank. You know what I'm saying? So like the next day, like we had a big group of people that started accounts there. You know what I'm saying? So you have to just start somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Now y'all trying to stay independent. I know you just said when people start trying to pick you up, they start trying to control things.
Yeah, because if we get some help, it'd be cool. But we pay our dues and do it ourselves. I think we can do it ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
True. But we're open.
We're open.
You're open.
There's pros and cons and everything.
Yeah.
So when somebody can really explain to us, the
benefits
of being a 501c3 and going out to different organizations, and seeing if they can assist us with whatever, we're open to that. We're not closed in. We're not one of those type of groups where everything got to be this type of way. We're